Another story by Rob Schwartz. Excellent. This is at strangerdimensions.com. It's entitled CERN, Portals in the Sky, and Other High Strangeness. Of all the strange claims made about CERN, the idea that particle physicists in Geneva, Switzerland, have actually opened a portal into another world is perhaps the most compelling. Is there any evidence this has happened? That they've opened a portal, caused a tear in time and space, or even unlocked a gateway to hell itself? Read on. But first, a quick history of the Large Hadron Collider. The LHC opened in 2008, with the first beam circulated in September of that year. The goal is to accelerate particles at incredible speeds, smashing them together and detecting the results. What scientists hope to find by doing so are new particles or reactions, new information on how the universe works at the most fundamental level. The first true collisions happened in 2010. When it first began operation, it reached a combined energy level of 7 tera-electron volts. It's been upgraded over the years, most recently reaching 13 tera-electron volts. Reportedly the present world record. Its greatest achievement so far was the discovery of the Higgs boson. As CERN themselves reported on July 4th, 2012, the experiments at the LHC announced they observed a new particle. The particle was consistent with the Higgs boson. And Peter Higgs then received the Nobel Prize for predicting it. However, aside from the scientific breakthrough, many believe there's more afoot than simple forays into particle physics. Some believe they're busy at work attempting to open portals. In June 2016, a series of incredible photos of the skies above CERN appeared online, courtesy of photographer Christophe Soares. Coincidentally, or perhaps not, the images were captured only 10 days after the Awake experiment of 2016. In response, some claimed that the LHC had generated a portal above Geneva. The images were, after all, extraordinary, towering dark clouds filled with lightning and a rainstorm underneath. Of course, they don't show the picture. Indeed, many such claims have been made over the years. In 2015, Yahoo News reported on footage of an alleged vortex which formed over Geneva, which I've also seen, which also is not here. What they referred to as a UFO gateway. In the footage, clouds swirl into a point as if it were a black hole, and a number of small bright orbs can be seen entering it. The vortex then vanishes. The UFO portal has allegedly erupted directly over the Large Hadron Collider. Unfortunately, despite media coverage, there was no more information on the portal. But another alleged portal appeared over Geneva on July 5th of the same year. This one in the form of clouds that created a ring when observed by radar. Finally, a picture. According to the video, the cloud portal coincided with an emergency shutdown of the LHC, which happened after a weasel hopped over a substation fence, bumped a transformer, and knocked out power to the entire installation. The weasel, unfortunately, was electrocuted. It was eventually stuffed and put on display at the Rotterdam Natural History Museum in their Dead Animal Tales exhibit. Whether or not this weasel resulted in the portal opening up above the particle accelerator, we may never know. A portal to hell. In August of the same year, 2016, a video appeared online that seemed to depict a ritual sacrifice on the grounds of CERN, right in front of the statue of Shiva, the Hindu deity of creation and destruction. In the video, you can see a number of cloaked figures gathered near the statue, surrounding a woman. The video is taken from the point of view of an unsuspecting onlooker from an adjacent building who decides to run for it after realizing what's going down. According to The Guardian, CERN itself launched an investigation to find out who was responsible. This didn't exactly help dispel rumors that CERN was up to something odd. In 2014, writes the author, I wrote about the Shiva statue and why some believe it's symbolic of CERN's quest not only to open portals, but to open a gateway for the Anunnaki to return to the Earth. Others believe the LHC may in fact be an attempted portal to the underworld itself. That is Hades. Excuse me. As Metro reported in 2017, some bloggers believe that CERN's experiments are in fact an attempt to build the kingdom of the Antichrist, who will eventually step through the portal and rule the planet. Perhaps related to the strange activity in the skies above CERN is the incident of November 2009, when an Iberworld Airbus allegedly vanished temporarily. As the story goes, the plane was carrying some 170 passengers. It had been heading towards Santa Cruz, Bolivia, when it seemingly disappeared mid-flight. The plane was then reported to reappear, roughly 5,500 miles away, at Tenerife North Airport on the island of Tenerife in the Canary Islands. According to an Inquisitor article published in 2016, some believe CERN's LHC may have been the culprit of this mysterious turn of events, given that it had just been circulating beams and was preparing to do so again. Prior to November 2009, the LHC had been temporarily out of commission due to a malfunction dubbed the Quench Incident, which occurred on September 9th of 2008. Liquid helium vented into the collider's tunnel, damaging 53 of the enormous superconducting magnets. Purveyors of the Airbus theory believe the strange event may have happened during preparations for the relaunch in early November. According to the theory, scientists at CERN had accidentally produced some kind of time warp during one of the LHC's startups. Immediately, they shut everything down. LHC machine coordinator Dr. Mike Lamond said officially the shutdown had been caused by a bird that dropped a bit of a baguette, causing the magnets to heat up and almost result in another Quench incident, as reported by the Telegraph in the same year. And yet some did not buy the explanation that a bird dropped a crumb, believing instead it was a cover-up to prevent the public from finding out that the LHC had accidentally opened a time portal This so-called time warp was caused by the distortion of Earth's magnetic field, creating a time wave that reverberated through the planet's core. The wave passed through the gate of the sun, an ancient megalithic stone in the form of an arch in Bolivia. And there's a picture of it. Now we get pictures. It's believed by some to be a stargate, itself a portal to other worlds. The time wave then continued until it made contact with the Iberworld Airbus, temporarily displacing it in space and time. Eldergrown, thank you for the super chat. Eldergrown says, if your science installation can be brought low by an animal, your security protocols may be questionable. Thank you, Elder. According to the tale, all 170 passengers, along with the plane, teleported spontaneously 5,500 miles from Bolivia to the Canary Islands, where they were able to land safely, although confused.